The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Black 39, feel it. Richmond. Green 39.
From the red zone now, Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jordan Phillips breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Bruce Ellington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Texans scoop it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Back 22. Come back.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. William Hayes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. William Hayes in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal?
Reset. Do jet.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So now here come the Dolphins. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, it's Tannehill. It's caught. Stills, right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Now Tannehill. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long.
Hey, 20. Hey, 20.
Maybe a free play here for Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. To throw is Tannehill. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Play. Hustle, we're walking. Hey.
Now the rookie from Arizona State, it's Kalen Ballage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Quick. Right there. Hey, 20. 20.
On the toss, here's Balaj. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Hustle, we're walking. We're all walking. Hustle, we're walking. We're all walking.
Balaj. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
50-50. Go.
On 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Ryan Tannehill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Griffin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Tiger. Come back. Richmond.
Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Cameron Wake. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Watson now to throw. A quick hitter, complete. It's Fuller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Richmond.
I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time, being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone, so a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins will start their drive at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Tannehill on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Where you at?
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Chip left. Deep.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On second down, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Whitney merciless. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Hard throw, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Richmond.
Watson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A first down carry now for Miller. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back to throw, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Come back.
He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Down. Black 22.
Watson just beating the play clock. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. William Hayes, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Come back, come back! Hey, blue lady! Blue lady! Come back, come back!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Caught left side, Garcon. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Come back, come back! Come back, come back!
Throwing on third down, Watson. He can run for it, and he will. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Come back, come back!
Now it's Watson. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Reset, reset, reset! Tiger, tiger, tiger! Come back, come back!
Out of the gun, Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, They put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Tannehill going deep here for Parker and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Deep. Hey, 20.
Tannehill now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Deep.
Again, Tannehill being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Deep.
Here's Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. To throw is Tannehill. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
Now a first carry for Deontay Foreman, who was lost to the Achilles injury last year. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Throwing now, Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, here's Miller. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Richmond, come back, come back.
Now Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The rookie Minkah Fitzpatrick with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. who's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Hey, 20.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. And that's the play, that pick by Mathieu, that will seal this football game.
The Honey Badger does it again. And I think one of the best nicknames that's ever been given. Just so inspired. He may not care, as Honey Badgers don't, but he understands how to get around the ball, and he just sealed another victory.
How do you know about the mental psyche of a Honey Badger?
That's always been the expression. The Honey Badger, he doesn't care.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Texans, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.